Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome back to Weather with Sim again. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And in today's weather forecast, we're going to be talking about the tropics. And one of the most important things we are watching for is this wave, which is actually located in the Gulf of Mexico, which is likely going to turn into a Category 1 hurricane. And this is likely going to impact parts of Louisiana, heading into parts of the Midwest, Ohio Valley, and maybe even as far north as the Great Lakes. And then we also got two other waves that we are watching for too as well, and we'll even be talking about some other things throughout this video. But something else I also want to let you guys know is I am finally back now after taking my very long break, and so I hope you guys are excited about that, and now I can finally keep you guys updated on all this. And there was actually a few pretty big events ongoing. I probably should have kept you guys updated on those, but I didn't want to because my body really enjoyed the break. So like I said, I am finally back now, and the best thing to do while I am back is subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll keep you guys updated with the latest. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell down below so that way you guys are notified whenever I do go live, which I may go live for some of these tropical systems, especially if they make their way into the United States. So make sure to be ready for that. And then also don't forget to click that like button down below too as well, and that will help out more than you know. But let's go ahead and talk about the tropics now. And as you can see, we got two other waves that we are watching for. This one up to the north, pretty much north of this wave right here, has a 60% chance of development. And then this area in red that you see, that red X is another tropical wave. That wave has a 70% chance of development. So we definitely are going to need to be watching these waves extremely closely. So make sure to, be keeping an eye on these ones also, especially if you live across the southeast United States. We aren't really sure if this is going to be a threat to the southeast United States, but it very well could make its way into, the Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico, and even just offshore in the Atlantic Ocean of the southeast. So that's probably why we should be watching this extremely closely. But we are mainly focusing on this one for right now because this one is already a tropical depression, and we expect it to turn into Tropical Storm Francine as it does get a little bit farther to the north where those warmer waters are. Let's now go ahead and look at the possible track, and as you can see, most of these models show it going to parts of the Midwest, and some of them even show it going towards the Ohio Valley as well. So we're definitely going to have to be watching this system extremely closely as it does make its way farther north. There's a little bit of a chance this also may make it into parts of Iowa, even parts of Missouri, maybe even as far west as parts of Iowa. So we're definitely going to have to watch those areas as well. And so all you need to do right now is to be watching this system. You don't necessarily need to be prepared just yet, but we should be watching it closely though. So I hope you guys in these areas are keeping an eye on it, and that's especially the ones that are shown in my thumbnail. Now, let's look at another potential track, okay? Now, this one's even a little bit more wild than the last one that I just showed you. These ones have tracks going, even towards Missouri, Iowa, pretty much all over. And this is pretty much just showing you, the highest potential track. So these red that you see right there, that indicates a likelihood of the system going that way. So this will likely go towards southern Louisiana, as you can see. But it kind of does remain a little bit uncertain on where exactly this goes, because as you can see, we just got one green color showing up, so that's going to remain very uncertain on where this goes exactly in that area. These blues that you see, which like I said, these are just scattered around and pretty crazy, these indicate, an extremely low chance of it going that way, but we are still going to need to be keeping an eye out for some of these areas, like I said, as this still remains very uncertain. Now, for the last track, okay, this is another potential, okay? I'm pretty sure this one is much more certain on where exactly this will go, and I think that's because, the cone of uncertainty, which I will show you in just a moment, but it pretty much shows it going, right on track where the cone of uncertainty is, and that's pretty much into parts of, Mississippi, and of course southern Illinois, maybe even making a turn into Indiana. I know it's pretty hard to see that curve right there, but it actually does start making a curve kind of like that, so we definitely will need to be watching those areas extremely closely, so, it's best to be on high alert, especially while the system makes it up to the north. But like I said, as of right now, it's best to watch it. But as this does head farther north, that's when you should be on high alert just in case. Now, for the cone of uncertainty, okay, this is pretty much your best track where we really expect the system to go compared to models. This is putting all models together and creating one, path of where the system is expected to go. And as you can see, we do expect this to turn into Tropical Storm Francine, like I said, which kind of already is, because as you can see, some Tropical Storm Force winds showing up already, but this will likely even strengthen even more as it heads to the north, and then likely either turn into a Category 1 or Category 2 hurricane by the time it reaches southern Louisiana, and then it will continue to be a tropical storm as it does head into parts of Mississippi and as well as northern Louisiana. And then, like I said, it does remain very uncertain on where it goes after that, because like I said, some of the malls show it going towards the Ohio Valley, some of the malls even show it going into, areas farther north in Illinois. Who knows exactly where this is going to go, but I from what I think this is going to go, I think this will kind of do something like that. So, that will definitely be possible, but this is obviously going to be somewhat wrong, so obviously take this with a grain of salt. Let's now look at the greatest flash flood potential over the next 5 days. Now, that doesn't mean all these areas are going to be seen flooding for the next 5 days. This is going to mean some of these areas are going to be seen flooding in the next 5 days, okay? So as you can see, there is a moderate risk for flash flooding in parts of Louisiana, heading into southwest Mississippi, and even into extreme southern Mississippi. Around that, we got a slight risk, and then even around that, we also got a pretty big marginal risk as well. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on it. Worst case is that this may get extended up there towards, places like St. Louis, Cape Girardeau, maybe even Evansville included in that as well, especially if this system can sustain its strength and even, get a more certain path on where exactly this goes. And that's probably why they're keeping that slight risk for flash flooding a little bit farther down south as of right now, is because they are also very uncertain on where exactly this tropical wave goes. But like I said, the best thing to do right now, especially if you live in the Midwest and Ohio Valley, is to just watch it, see where exactly it goes, and if it does get close enough to where it does seem uncertain, the best thing to do is to then start being on high alert. But especially down here in parts of Louisiana and even this yellow color, those are the areas that need to be on high alert as of right now, as major flash flooding is likely, especially in this red color. Now, let's go ahead and now take a look at what we can expect for the total rainfall. This is pretty much the total rainfall for the next 5 days, okay? And as you guys can see, we got quite a bit of orange showing up, especially just to the west of New Orleans. If we're not in between Lake Charles and New Orleans, we can expect anywhere from 6 to 8 inches across that area. And then we got a little embedded darker orange color in there, indicating anywhere from 8 inches to even as much as a foot of rainfall. But it kind of does remain a little bit uncertain on the rainfall totals as well up to the north. But we do have a potential corridor also seeing anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of rain, which would be in between Jonesboro, Arkansas, which I know isn't shown on this map, but it's actually located right here where my mouse is, and even in between Jackson, Mississippi. So pretty much in between Jonesboro and Jackson, Mississippi, we'll have the potential to see anywhere from 4 to even as much as 6 inches inches of rainfall. And then we're keeping an eye out for areas farther north, because you can see there is some isolated areas that could see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. So places like Nashville, maybe in as far north as Louisville, maybe even Evansville gain anywhere from 1 to 2 inches. But like I said, there is even some isolated areas that could very well be seen anywhere from 2 to 4 inches during the next 5 days. But thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy today's weather forecast. If you guys are new here, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I will continue to keep you guys updated with the latest. Something else that I really do appreciate you guys doing, especially while I was doing it especially while my break was still ongoing, is you guys subscribing to my YouTube channel. I didn't think you guys would subscribe to my YouTube channel, but like I said, I really do appreciate it. So you guys can definitely continue to do so with that, is continue subscribing. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell down below, so that way you guys are notified when I do go live. I might as well go live for that system, especially as it does make landfall in southern Louisiana. And like I said, you guys in southern Louisiana need to be on high alert right now, so make sure to do that. And then also make sure to press that like button and leave any comments, questions, or concerns down below that you have. Some of you guys didn't leave very respectful comments, so if you guys want to leave a comment down below, make sure it's respectful before you leave it down below, or else it's not going to be that great at all. So make sure to leave a respectful comment down below, and if it is, you're free to do that. So make sure to do all that stuff, and I will keep you guys updated with the latest.